What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. Fall is in the air. The leaves are changing colors and we got a triple threat of holidays right around the corner. And if I'm being honest, being a foodie, Thanksgiving might be my favorite one. It's basically a free cheat meal, which, hey, you don't gotta talk me into that. But you also get to bring the whole family together. And if I'm being honest, nothing brings my heart more warmth than getting my conservative uncle and my liberal aunt, sitting them down at the same table and just watching the fireworks. Especially this year, it's gonna be wild. I did a collab yesterday with my boy that'll be dropping this Saturday. So mark your calendars, it's epic, but in that video, we had an epic Blizzard face-off. I won't spoil it, but I'm taking the inspiration for his recipe, I tweaked it, and I'm bringing it to you guys. So shout out to my boy for the content, and be on the lookout for that video, cause it's good, and I wouldn't lie to you. Today, we were making an anabolic pumpkin spice Blizzard. I know simple is the name of the game around here, and as long as you got a good blender, this thing could not get any easier. If you've been feeling like going out and splurging on ice cream, but yet you don't wanna gain the fat, and you wanna stay lean at the exact same time, and you wanna be festive, then I'm telling you, man, this recipe might just change your life. And if you have the RJF Anabolic Recipe Book, link in my description, it's been updated. This one's in there. Every ingredient listed, the exact macros, the calories, everything. Step-by-step guide right in your pocket. If you have trouble planning meals, you don't know what you want to eat, you don't want to have to reference a video in the middle of the store, you got no service, it ain't loading, you're frustrated, so you grab the Doritos. If you want to avoid that, get this, bud. It can change your life, man. You get it one time, you get every future recipe I drop on the channel for free. Now that's a steal. So if you guys are ready to do another epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah!
You're only gonna see me where I'm paid to be. I'm only watching TV if I'm watching me. Got it out the mud, now my Jordan's clean. Diamonds on me, dancing, let them drip on me. Bring a couple bottles, put it all on me.
I got my blender sitting on top of my food scale. We're just gonna slowly measure out and weigh our ingredients. First thing we need is 65 grams of unsweetened almond milk. And now we need 46 grams of a whey protein powder. I'm using that Final Boss Cinnamon Toast Swirl, baby, which, hey, it is finally back in stock. I can't guarantee for how long, though, so you might want to go get it while supplies last, because they sure haven't been lately. And also, this cinnamon flavor and this pumpkin spice, I'm telling you guys, like a blind man with a seeing eye, dog, you just gotta trust me. Next up, we gotta add in 41 grams of our Cinnamon Toast Churros. These are like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but the Churros version. They have a lot more cinnamon flavor, a lot more sweetness, man. These are what makes this recipe. You can use Cinnamon Toast Crunch if you want, but you want to use these, I'm telling you. Recipe calls for 41 grams, but you can save like 5 if you want some topping, but it's really up to you. Now we add in about 5 grams of 0-calorie sweetener, 3 grams of cinnamon. I'm using that Saigon cinnamon, don't know what it means, but it's good, and dare I say a little exotic? I'm a fan. And then on top of that, to bring this whole thing together, we need 3 grams of pumpkin pie spice. You gotta smell this stuff, man. It's all gonna make sense once you smell it. Just 3 grams right in there. You can add a little more if you really want to dial up the pumpkin spice flavor, but I think 3 grams is right on the money. Now we add in 7 grams of sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix. It's gonna give it a nice little texture, cream it up a bit with some good flavor. Pour that right in there. We also need 3 grams of xanthan gum. This is what's gonna make it big. This is what's gonna make it so anabolic. So don't skip this step. I mean, you can, but when your arms deflate like SpongeBob, don't come knocking on my door. I won't answer, bud. I'll be busy eating a Blizzard. Put that right in there. And then the last main ingredient is 85 grams of plain, fat-free Greek yogurt. You know, I'm always bigging up Walmart on the channel, and I bought Walmart Greek yogurt over what I was buying, and you don't think there's gonna be a big difference, but there is. It's a little watery for my liking, but it's still gonna work. And the last ingredient, but one that your fridge makes, we're gonna need about 300 grams of ice. I'm specifying the ice amount because that seems to confuse people. Literally, as much ice as you put in it is gonna determine how big it gets or how much flavor and smaller it is. So like 300 grams for me is perfect, but do you, bud. Get that ice out of there, and boom. And boom, just like that, we got everything in our blender for this pumpkin spice delight. You're gonna love it. So all that's left to do is gotta blend it on high for about 3 to 4 minutes. If you gotta pause it in between to scrape some stuff off the sides, you can. But this one in particular doesn't really clump up much, so you should just be good to go. 3 to 4 minutes, you'll be feasting. Power on and let her rip. And once it's done, I just transferred it to a cup, and you can see, man, this is probably only about half the recipe in here. There's still quite a bit down in here, so you get a lot of volume for the calories and protein we're getting, man. That's why these are a game changer. So at this point, I got the rest of my cinnamon churro cereal, the remaining 5 grams, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top for a little decoration. You don't gotta do this unless you're making a YouTube thumbnail, then I highly recommend it. And by the way, if you made it this far into the video, smash that thumbs up button for me and comment anything down below, man. We're on the road to that milli. And boom, ain't she beautiful? The only thing left to do, optional by the way, but I'm feeling basic, add some fat-free whipped cream right on top. Ooh, that's money. And as usual, guys, I think it's time to pull up a chair, strap on the old feed bag, and try this thing together. You guys ready? Let's go. Ooh, what kind of job pays you to eat ice cream, man? I don't know. This one apparently, but I'm cool with it. I can't wait for you guys to see that video Saturday because you see the failed version of this and then I tweaked it, made it a few times, dialed it in. She's a good one. Now before we get to eating our ice cream, I don't eat vegetables. I just simply don't. I don't know, man. I'm hearing a lot of arguments against vegetables these days, so I don't purposely put them on my diet, but I do take 1 scoop of Final Boss greens a day just to make sure I'm good, man. I dry scoop it just to get it over with, right? Get a heap and scoop. Better than eating a plate of broccoli. So you can find the greens and the whey protein that works perfectly in this recipe that is finally back in stock on finalbossperformance.com. Code RGF10 saves you 10% off, and we'll have stuff back on Amazon soon, but you guys bought everything. So we're working, moving forward to have everything in stock for longer, but the way this protein's going, it's been out 2 days and we're almost gone again, so I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's get into this thing, man. For those of you familiar with these anabolic ice cream, anabolic blizzard McFlurry recipes, the goal is I want you to love this thing. I want you to eat it, and I want you to go, oh my gosh, that's incredible, but I want you to be so full afterwards that the thought of eating anything else wouldn't even cross your mind. These are perfect for any meal plan. And this is a lot, right? There's still more in that jug. So a lot of my female clients, if I try to give them a full one of these, they can't even eat the whole thing. So what I recommend is if you are eating less calories or you are female, your diet might have a little less calories in it, just take all the ingredients and halve them and you have half the quantity. Makes sense? Works with any of my recipes that way, man. Just start halving things and it's gonna work out. All right, enough chatting. Let's get in here. Let's get a big, I want some whipped cream. I want some of that topping. Okay, that's a little bit of everything right there. How are we looking? The perfect bite. 3, 2, 1, let go. Wow. All right, real talk. I'm not really a big pumpkin spice guy. Never really had a lot of pumpkin spice things in my life. So this was a trial and error process here. But rest assured, this might be my new favorite blizzard recipe. I think a lot of it, honestly, I mean, it's got a pumpkin flavor for sure, but it's a lot of cinnamon, very sweet. But it's just the combination of all of that. I think I get the pumpkin spice craze now. Pumpkin spice is good, ladies. I was judging for a while, but you've been right all along, which tends to be the case. You're usually right all along. Unless you're my girlfriend, then you're never right. It's always me. But when you bite into this, you get like a hint of pumpkin spice. Like it's there, but it's not overpowering. You can always take that 3 grams up into 5 grams or more, but be careful because too much of it is gonna leave like a weird aftertaste. But the way it is now, if you make it exactly how I did it, it is perfect. Some of my friends have known me to be a conspiracy theorist, and I'm gonna give you guys my conspiracy theory about Cinnamon Toast Crunch and why the cinnamon churros are way better. Hear me out. Cinnamon Toast Crunch used to be way better than it is now. If you look it up, moms across the country were raising a fit because of the amount of sugar that was in the original Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't know what they dropped it to, I don't know what they did, but they changed the formula. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch doesn't bang like it used to. So I think what they did is they took the original recipe, wrapped it up in the churro cereal, and added the same level of sweetness, that same flavor that we all love, but they don't have to go through that Cinnamon Toast Crunch loophole, right? Because they appeased that crowd, but the churros, that's for us real folks. The ones that remember driving our parents crazy after 3 bowls of Cinnamon Toast Crunch loaded up with sugar, just tearing the walls down. That's for us. And that conspiracy could be right, could be wrong. I don't know, but that's what's in my head. And I'm gonna believe it until I'm proved otherwise. And if you've been one of the ones that have like tried a lot of my recipes, but you haven't tried any of these ice cream ones yet, you have to. This is the perfect late night snack, especially if you are prone to binging at night. This is my strategy, man. I like to have these right before bed because I know there is no way in heck I'm gonna go reach for anything else to eat because it satisfies the sweetness. That craving's knocked out. I'm so full it's not even funny. So like being hungry, you're literally so full you're almost sick, and that's honest to God. This recipe really just has a lot of strategic value, and it takes a long time to eat because there's a lot here. There's a lot here. This cup's bigger than it looks. I mean, that's a big cup. You know what to say about big cups. You can put a lot inside. All right, I'm halfway done, almost. Not even quite halfway done, and I'm already getting full. That's the power of this right here. So you might need a friend. Might give you an excuse to ask that girl over for a movie night, bud. Split an anabolic ice cream with her. It is cuffing season. So in this entire recipe, if you make it exactly how I did it, what you end up with is, for the whole thing, the entire blender's worth, 443 calories, only 7 grams of fat, 49 grams of protein, 46 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fiber. This is a meal right here, ladies and gentlemen. 49 grams of protein, 443 calories, fits into my diet just fine. So I don't really drink protein shakes anymore. If I'm doing it and I'm gonna have one, I'm gonna use whey protein. It's either in a recipe or it's in one of these, man, because this makes a regular protein shake just not even an option. Once you have this once, you're like, that ain't even an option. We ain't doing that, ain't doing that. But if you've been lurking and you ain't yet subscribed, you gotta do that. But you ain't yet tried the diet, you got to. You got to, man. It could literally be the catalyst that changes everything for you, especially if you're a foodie like me. You already know. If you got the Anabolic Cookbook, cookbook, it's been updated. So this is in there. Every other one of my recipes is in there. And if you haven't updated in a while, you need to go get that update because we've added so much since it came out. If you have the come out version, you don't have the latest version, you got like half of what's in here now. And if you get this book one time, you get every future recipe that I drop on this channel. So 2 years from now, man, who knows what this will be? So what I'm saying is you invest in it one time, you're set, bud. You're set. When we keep discovering and making more magic like this, you're right there at the front lines. The recipes are often in my book before they ever hit the channel. So I mean, heck, you're ahead of the game there. Early bird gets the worm, as they say. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Smash that thumbs up button, comment anything down below. Every comment helps the algorithm, helps the channel grow, helps more people see these recipes. It means a lot. And until next time, ladies and gents, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. We almost got her. We're gonna finish it off camera because this is a long one. Been here a while.